everybody. Welcome back to the Lost Cast with my co-host Jesse and these other nerds that are standing in back of me. I'm gonna pass it on to Vian.
Alright, so today on Lost Cast 2, we're going to be talking about, or we're going to be introducing our cast and playing some fun games, I guess, and we're gonna discuss some topics.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Hi, but before we start, we're just gonna have to introduce everyone, and I'm gonna go by the order on my screen so that people don't get confused. Top left, over there, Dale. Say hello.
Hello. My name's Dale, and I'm, one of the voice actors for... Am I allowed to say who I do?
Yeah, no, this is cast reveal. You can say your voice actor.
And my name's Dale, and I do the voice for Archie,
Swag.
the dumb but really bulky knight.
Alright, to the right of Dale, over here, we got Emily.
Hey, I'm Emily. I'm a voice actor and I play Master Emran. And yeah, that's about it.
Alright, to the right of Emily, we got Jasleen.
Hi, I am the voice actor for. Oh dear God, how do I pronounce your name?
Aldrida.
Aldrida.
Aldrida?
Thank you. I am pronouncing it.
Oh, Sarah's gonna have a time of her life pronouncing her character's name. Okay, we got me over here, Jesse. Woo, yeah, you know me. Okay, to the right, we got Pierce. Pierce, reveal yourself. Camera froze on that moment.
Hello, everybody. I'm Pierce, and I do the voice for the coolest person in the series. I play Matt.
I agree with that.
I agree. Okay,
Honestly?
to the right of Pierce, we got, like, all the way over there in yonder, we got Sarah.
Hi, my name's Sarah Albright. I play the occasional background character. In fact, I play the Fireblade thing. I play Queen Cassiopeia. Her voice just sounds like mine, so.
I love how we have, like, Dale and Emily, like, change voice, like, completely just to play their characters, and then we
I
have,
bring
like,
mine a little
Sarah.
deeper.
Yeah, this is my voice.
I also could have done my background.
Alright, down here, under me, on the left side, we got, crap. We got Tony.
Hi, I'm Tony, but you can call me Anthony. And I play Preston.
That's
Your
crazy.
your boy with daddy issues.
That is true.
Wait!
Is that revealed?
Yo, no, that's yeah. People know that he has daddy
I
issues.
think that's actually in the synopsis.
Yeah, that's
that
in the
his dad is a
synopsis.
jerk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
a joke
was.
in the synopsis. All right, to the right of Tony and like kind of diagonal to me, we got BN.
Alright, guys, so hi, I'm Vian. You probably know me from Podcast 1, where I almost revealed what character I was right in the beginning. So, yeah, hi, I'm Vian, and I play Evan.
You know how
sound
many
dead
things we've
inside.
come to, you know how many that's kind of what Evan is, but you know how many times we've come close to leaking so many things in the story?
Yeah,
Shut up!
Sarah!
Shut up!
Someone
No one's
someone
saying
on the
anything.
podcast
No one's saying anything.
leaked episode 1 through
What do you
4.
mean? How many? What have we almost leaked?
Sarah literally leaked episode 1 through 4 synopsis on her story on Instagram.
Oh,
What do you
Right
mean?
now.
it's a
Someone
good
said
thing.
data mine.
Care, though, to
On
be
the pod
completely
on
honest.
podcast 1, Vian almost straight up said, "Hi, I'm Vian. I'm one of the scriptwriters, and I'm playing." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Like,
and
no,
he's like, "Wait,
no,
can I
I
say
know,
who
I
I'm
know,
playing?" I'm
I
like,
did.
"No."
I literally watched it, and your exact words just was, "Whoa, we're not trying to reveal spoilers yet."
No, I think Jesse. I think Vian actually said hi. He almost said hi. My name's Evan,
No.
and then he said, "Wait, no, Vian."
No, he said, "Hi, I'm playing," and then later in the podcast, Sarah almost leaked who Vian
Oh
was
yeah,
playing.
I almost
When
called
she
him Evan.
when she called you called him Evan, and then he was just like, "Oh no, I was talking about Vian." I was like, "Oh my god, how do we mess up?"
Because I have that like undiagnosed ADHD brain.
Lord.
But yeah, this is part of our cast.
I didn't
Part of
do
our
that.
cast can't be here.
And some of them
Mainly,
may join us later.
yeah, maybe they'll join later, but mainly them being the actors for the King, Primrose, and Lila. So those are the characters that aren't here. I'm not gonna reveal them till the end, I guess, because I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna join, and if they join, I want to reveal them when they join. So
Hold the
It's
phone.
pretty
I will
fair.
be right back.
there we go. That's the first leaving of our podcast. Everyone say goodbye to
Yes.
Jasleen. Oh my
Bye.
I'll
god.
let you
Bye,
get back
Bye,
in like
Jasleen.
5 minutes. But like,
Jasmine.
Bye, Jasleen.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye, Aldrada.
Pretty.
I told you. Oh, I can't.
All
How
right.
about Batman lore?
Let's get into the actual podcast instead of just having fun. All right, I have a list of topics on this blank piece of paper. Oh wait, no, that's a drawing for Lila. That's a reference sheet. Ha, that's a reference
probably
sheet.
hang
Oh
that
my
up.
gosh, guys, look, reference sheet leaked.
This is
Oh
so
my
being
gosh.
edited out.
No, this isn't being edited out.
Lila, Lila sketch leaked.
This is when I
She's
was
kind of
first.
sexy, honestly.
That's when I was
Oh, what
designing
is-
her initially. I think most of her design remained the same after that, but
If you pay me, I will be your editor.
Vian, why did you tell
I
her she could come in here, bro? She's like doing.
there's someone you know.
He
from
was giving you a
podcast
back
one.
massage.
It hurt. It didn't feel nice, like at all.
All right, can we get into the podcast now, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I actually do have the list on the back of the reference sheet. That's crazy. I'm so smart. I'm so good at this.
It's lost
Brain
theme
bust.
paper.
We're gonna
It's
start it
lost.
off with like I had people ask questions on our Instagram. I'm gonna give myself some lighting. I had people on Instagram ask us questions, so I kind of just took from there and made topics. So one question we had was like, how do you like voice act? What like preparations, like maybe getting into the mindset. Tony left for some reason. um, there he is. There he's back. He's back. But like, how do you get in the mindset of your character? How do you like voice act when you're reading your lines? Like, what goes through your head, right? Y'all can just pipe in whenever you want.
Okay,
so,
I'll tell you guys. You can go first, Dale.
Dale.
So, personally, for me, it's just first of all, you gotta know what your character looks like. If it's like a character you're voicing that has like never had a voice beforehand, you look at that character and you like kind of figure out what their personality is. So Archie is this dumb, like bulky guy, right? So I give him the bulky, that kind of voice. But because he's dumb, I want to give him like a more comedic voice. So I go over, hey guys. So
So much more of a
But
comedic,
personally-
like how do I say it? Much more like Teen Titans Go-ish.
yeah,
I mean, fair enough. That's kind of how it feels sometimes with the Knights, cause like Vian knows when we were writing the Knights, we're like, the Knights aren't the deepest characters in terms of their backstory. I think they all have a backstory. I have no
Trying to
idea.
come up with like the most stereotypical like trio ever.
Yeah, and we're
The
like,
smart, the dumb, and the fighter.
Yeah, like the dumb jock, the indifferent lesbian, and the quiet one.
but so when we were
Okay.
coming up with Aldrada, Finn, and Archie, we were like, yeah, let's make the most generic trio. But this is solely because comedy. It's supposed to be funny when you see the Knights on screen.
I'm still mad at you guys for not letting me be Aldrada, even though I was a guy. I'm still mad about
All
that.
right, Vian, you can go.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
I was
okay,
the
I
one who
just wanna
texted you.
say-
I'm like, do you
Sarah,
wanna
let Vian go.
I just
I'm
want to
still
say
mad
something
about
that
that.
only. This is something that probably only Susan and Jesse will get, and maybe Sarah. Toast.
So do you guys like coconut JPEGs and shit too?
See, I don't think I get it on the way you guys get it, but like all I can think is toast falling.
That's the one
That's
video.
all I can think.
But
the
yeah,
one
let's,
video of toast falling is
back to
the
the
one video.
back to the question. Anyone else want to go? Like how you voice act? Like
I can go.
Sure.
Okay, so honestly, for me, Vienne, when Vienne kind of exposed me to drama, and legit the way he described Aldrada was basically a sassy freaking bitch.
Can
So-
we like keep it PG a little, a little, a little?
Let's keep it PG.
Oh, my bad. A sassy
Please censor
broad.
it.
My monetization.
Dude,
No, our
Like,
monetization.
It already went away when two people brought out fake swords.
that. Okay, but keep going, keep going.
But basically, you just described her as sassy, so I kind of put my normal voice kind of a little bit higher, and just made it to the point that I sound like my sister.
wow.
Basically, I'm my sister.
Wow.
That's an experience, all right.
Shots fired.
No, my sister's mean though. I swear, I need to record it one day for y'all and just show it to you guys. She'll fight, like she'll legit fight with my dad, who's like 39, and she's like 8. She'll legit fight
Oh.
with him with
That's just
logic.
8-year-olds.
See, a big thing with
Live
casting the
footage
Night's Will
about
was
Freda.
like each character has like their comedic side to it, but they can't just be solely comedic on their own. A big thing was the chemistry. So when we were doing the auditions, like we did a like instead of doing one like monologue for each night, we just gave them a group scene, and that was very fun to do. Like Dale and Iris, you guys read? I mean Iris. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, you all like when you were reading the lines, right? Like, how was that?
I found it pretty funny. I mean, I didn't know either of them, but still funny.
Thanks.
Scene was fun. Jesse
I mean
wouldn't
that in
let
a
me
good
read
way, I swear.
Okay. Anyone else want to answer that question? How
yeah.
do you voice it?
Sure.
Vian,
So-
because Vian talked first.
Wait, no, let someone else go first, because I always
okay,
get
Tony,
picked.
go first.
Yeah, I was gonna go in the.
Okay. So is this good angle?
I can't even see you, Tony.
Is this a good angle or no?
Tony, please.
We can't
Tony,
see you.
please.
Just go.
I can't see
Kind of
you.
Oh,
You know, I
Let's
can't
go.
see it, but the angle's sexy.
Okay.
I like it.
well, basically, you ever watch Star Wars,
No.
like Kylo Ren?
Oh, is that where you took
Oh.
your inspiration from?
I read the character synopsis, so I brushed up on good old Flyboy here, good boy wonder. I mean, Kylo Ren, little daddy issues, man. Also known as I looked up on YouTube every time Kylo Ren rages, and I took a little bit of inspiration from that, and I also took a little bit of inspiration from Harvey Dent from The Dark Knight.
Oh, that's a good one actually. That makes sense.
Yeah. Quiet, but still very aggressive and commanding.
Tony's read for his monologue was the most surprising one, just because of how insanely loud it was. Like, I was the only judge, I guess. I'm the only one that could attest. Oh, Susan's in the back. Susan was also judging, but
Wait, can we like read monologues right now for
no,
funsies?
no. But for Tony, when he came in, he just started yelling some of his lines, and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy
You
is
weren't expecting
Preston.
that one.
Oh my gosh, that was so fun. I think Tony's was probably one of the most fun to listen to because it was just like, wow, that's in character for sure. All right, anyone else want to answer the
Jal,
question?
what's so
I had to piss
special about
myself
him?
off to get into the role.
He landed the role. Anyone else want to go?
Can I add
Pierce,
on
go
to
Pierce.
what I said?
We'll let Emily go first, and then you can add on after.
Okay, so basically for Emran, I got inspiration from like Professor McGonagall, just because like old lady, right, and like old, I guess proper math teacher. There we go. And like it was very difficult to like think of a voice just because it was a bit of out of my forte to do like a voice of an older person. So it was really fun, but like I have to like read lines that I did before, like 10 minutes before, just so I can get into her character.
I mean, a big thing was when we were reading, I think one of the biggest things was like there's Dale and Emily both changed their voices like quite a bit to fit the character. Like Tony's was just loud, right? Which is fair enough. Fair enough, right? That's kind of what you expect from Preston. But these two people, like, they really just sounded like the character because,
Go
like,
go.
Emran's an older, like, wiser, like, wizard, right? Someone who's been out there for a while, knows magic. So, like, the way Emily's voice came in, I was like, that sounds just wise. I don't know how else to put it, but it sounds like you're wise, right? So I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that works really well. And then like Dale just nailed Archie like right on the point. The like dumb
True.
tough guy.
The dumb but bulky guy.
Yeah.
Bro, I love Dale's voice. Like, just in general, it's just nice to listen to.
Great.
Yeah, no, but
Thank
during
you very
auditions it
much.
was so jarring because I talked to them all before like they actually read their lines, and then like when especially when Emily read for Emran, I was like, whoa, that's not your voice.
Yeah.
It was
Like to change my voice a lot.
I changed my voice a lot for Preston. I don't know too many.
Tony's
That's so
salty.
far
Like,
away.
I'm not saying you don't change your voice a lot. I'm just saying instead of like, cause like Emily's goes from like a I guess a quieter tone to like an older like more proper sounding voice, which is like yours just goes from kind of like mediocre, like not mediocre. That was sounded bad.
Oh, wow.
Just like your average voice, right? And just like really loud and really full of anger. Cause when you auditioned, I remember I was like, he sounds genuinely so pissed at the world. Just like so
You
pissed
see,
off.
what I did was, I shanked myself with my batarang.
That's so
Bruh.
sad.
But yeah, he
dedication.
sounded so
Ooh,
pissed.
demonetized.
Monetized again.
That's not demonetization.
I mean, I
We
carefully
have
poked
like
myself
3
with
He
the
poked
strikes
himself.
per
He stubbed his
video.
toe on the battering. All right,
Hmm?
Dale, do you want to add on before we go on to someone else?
Adding on to what I said, when it comes to voice acting, you really just gotta embrace it sometimes. So if you're doing, for example, loud characters or like a character with a much more different voice, like for my voice for Archie, or actually I don't think I'm allowed to talk about that character, but you just gotta like embrace it, and you gotta just like sometimes if you're doing a dumb or loud character, you just gotta be humble about it. Just like have fun, go stupid, go crazy, and breathe. Be very confident. If you're really nervous on your first try, just breathe. Breathing is very underrated. You just breathe, concentrate. I learned that from Steve Bloom.
Inhaling oxygen is so underrated. I agree.
Actually, not a fan.
It's so useful.
It's actually
You
really
guys,
useful, but Dale, you do bring up a really good point about like
Yeah,
this big thing about like being humble when you voice act. It's just like you're not yourself, right? You're not gonna sound yourself. You got to be willing to absolutely embarrass yourself as a voice actor because you're not
Hmm.
being you. Because I've acted before, and like you're not supposed to be you. You're a character, and when you're acting or voice acting, you're the character. You're not yourself. So the character is not worried about getting embarrassed in front of like people, right? The character is just being the character, and that's like the great part because I think all of you nailed just just being the character, right? Being like absolutely like not embarrassed. Like Tony just yelled out of his mind. Dale was like really nailed the dumb guy voice, and then like Emily with the proper sounding voice, and then like Iris sounding super sassy. That was great. Jasmine, why do I keep saying Iris?
You're used to it.
Yeah. Jasmine saying like being super sassy, and then like Pearson and Vian had the least change in their voice. Oh, also
I just
Sarah.
made mine deeper.
Yeah, you guys kind of Pierce, Vian, and Sarah kind of made the least change, but they just really sounded like the characters in general. So
I just wing it.
Okay.
I just wing it.
Honestly, if in my opinion, the first time Bien started reading lines, I honestly kind of thought he was sad before doing them, and I was about to text him asking him if he was okay.
well, I mean, his line was supposed to be sad. The monologue he was reading was depressing. But
Oops.
I think everyone has talked about it except for the three to the right of me, which is
And
Pierce,
we were
Sarah.
going to talk about all three of us had something to say.
So
Yeah.
you guys want to? Who wants to go first? Pick.
I don't care.
We'll let Pierce go first because
Pierce-
Sarah and Vian get so much screen time.
Yeah, we get a lot of screen time.
All right, Pierce, go.
Still talking about voice acting?
Yeah, like how do you get
Yeah,
the mindset of voice acting?
just wing it if I'm being honest. I'm like when it's actually the big important thing, practice, but majority of the time like I just wing it.
Yeah,
Worst I can say is no.
imagine Pierce just sitting there, like in his desk, calmly talking. Well, have you guys ever seen like Darth Maul's like Kenobi speech, but like you see his voice actor?
Yeah, Sam Witwer.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's what I looked like the entire time I was auditioning.
What when like when he was yelling Kenobi,
Kenobi!
and then you just see the veins popping out of his neck. I was like, oh my gosh. But so like do you just wing it, Pierce?
That's my motto. I just wing it. But like as like more developed, I get more like I don't just look at it for the first time like, okay, let's do this. I'll be sitting there muted going over everything.
Yeah, like get adjusted to your lines. If you're not adjusted to your lines, sometimes it's just really awkward.
It's good for me because I have like a photographic memory. It's really easy to memorize stuff.
I mean, but like wing it's such a Matt thing to do, to be honest. Gotta just wing it. let's just do this thing.
Yeah, it's not good advice. Don't do what I
Yeah,
do.
no, yeah, don't.
was
Pierce,
a
that
long
wasn't the best advice.
What do you mean?
Too.
You should wing everything.
You guys know that saying
especially
that people
drivers that have
say
been taxed.
imagine the audience in your underwear. That doesn't help. It does
That
not
does
help.
not help. I don't know how
It just
that.
makes
We've talked
super
about this
awkward.
Who came
before.
up with that?
Exactly, like you're like, oh,
And you're the
yeah,
only one wearing
you're
clothes.
in underwear. You have your like crush in the crowd. He's fucking naked. You have like little Timmy in the back. He's in his underwear now. You have that one weird like.
It makes you feel left out.
It makes you feel left out. But yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't really feel left out.
Yeah,
It would feel
that
more
out.
awkward than left out.
Sarah,
Thanks,
Vian, your
Trader.
turn. Or
Okay,
whichever one
so,
of you wants to go. Okay, Vian.
Basically, how I do it. So kind of like Pierce, I literally when we're reading stuff, I will just read it, and then like I'll give it very little forethought. I'll just be like, okay, I want to say it like this, and if I have like a really good idea, I'll write it down. Then I'll just be like, okay, this, and this. But when like probably the character that I've taken the most inspiration from, which is like very little inspiration, probably like Steven Universe future version of Steven Universe, where he's kind of like he's still that happy little kid, but he's got that angst. Got that angst and baggage now, so kind of like that.
Depression and trauma.
See, I would agree with you, Vian. If I watched Steven Universe, I didn't watch it.
I watch a
You
little
need
bit
to
of Steven
watch
Universe.
it.
All I know it's a banger story. Because I watch more video
Story is
essays.
like a banger, and then you know how stories drag because like channels will use like their popular series and capitalize. Steven Universe Future was kind of trash, not gonna lie.
It was.
I mean, I liked Little Larimar.
I like
Steven
certain
Universe.
moments of Steven Universe Future, but I feel like as a whole it was unnecessary.
Yeah.
I stopped.
Alright,
Like,
Sarah,
liking
your
Steven-
turn to do your voice acting experience thing.
My voice acting experience comes from mostly theater acting. That's what I do. It's my forte, I guess. Like I've done acting lessons when I was a little kid, so that was cool. And like improv lessons, that was also cool. If that makes any sense. I can't really talk about how I prepared to be my character because I was the only person who got a character they didn't audition for. Jesse. Yeah, so in general, when it comes to preparing for a character, when it comes to preparing for a character, for me, it's kind of like, kind of like how Dale said, you kind of take into account like almost their physical appearance and like age and stuff like that. And like for me, I also think about it situationally, especially if I already know what I'm reading. Like specifically, I think when I did Lila and Prims, because they're both very situational, is I kind of was just like, oh, what would I do in that situation and how would I feel in that situation? So that's kind of where a lot of it comes from for me personally. And yeah.
advice. I was like, what's the word? Quality advice from everyone except for Pierce. Don't take Pierce's advice. Don't
Oh,
take
listen,
it.
Honestly, though, sometimes you gotta wing it to get like the best out of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, sometimes like I think sometimes
Yeah.
your first read is
Most-
like your absolute best read, because then like you're not like completely like in your head just like, okay, then what do we do better? Like you're not psyching yourself out. I guess it's like
So
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna read this.
I
and
want
go.
I've
to
actually
Psych yourself out, Will.
I actually heard that the reason the first ever read is the best read is because the first read you're actually trying to do your best.
Oh,
Every other
that's
time
a
you
good
just
point.
give
Yeah,
up.
and there's nothing that you're trying to top. Because I feel like probably my first read for Lila I did in front of Jesse was probably one of my best reads.
I could probably agree.
I
I am playing. I forgot I am playing a character, not a major character, but a character that does die later on in the story that I can't
Oh.
reveal because that'll be. Maybe I
The one
can.
time,
You just gave a
Is it the taco
spoiler,
vendor?
Jesse.
No,
Is it the
wait,
taco
no. I
vendor?
can reveal it technically speaking, but do I want to? Because
Is it the
was.
taco vendor?
I mean, technically,
Don't let
if
them
you do
suffer.
so, it's like it's kind of spoiling. But
It's
I
not
think
spoils.
since
It's not
Wait.
spoils for the sheer reason that it was on the casting call. The character was
Oh,
on the casting
Jesse is
call.
really
Story.
out here about to like voice the Elefinos.
I'm voicing all the animals. That is my reveal. I am voicing every animal on the launch.
Also, I
Jess
don't
is the
know
new
if anyone
Dean Bradley
remembers
Baker.
this.
You deep. I am D. Bradley Baker. I'm gonna play clones too. I'm gonna play a bunch of clones.
I don't
Do
know if
it.
you guys remember this, like on the Lost page. All I remember was it was April Fool's, and me and Jesse laughed for like an entire hour over it. It was us casting Jesse as everyone. Me and Jesse was laughing on the phone for hours straight.
That was the funniest post we ever made. I will. That's in our archive,
And
right?
we like rickrolled them afterwards.
And then we stick bugged them too. And then coconut
And
malt.
the foolish cow.
Oh, the jacket's off, Ian. The jacket's off.
Vian gave up with the jacket. He said, "I'm done being a
Ian looks so
businessman."
depressed.
Vian,
Man.
are you okay?
He's
I
not.
can't even see VN.
He's on
Neither
mute.
can I.
He's just on
I
mute,
can't see
really
Sarah
sad.
Oh, his
Pixels.
camera just brought on my end.
Oh, Ian?
April Fool.
Yeah.
We were just worried about you because you look super depressed just looking at your camera into the eye. You're just like,
He was into his Evan character, Jesse.
No. It's cause like my laptop is overheating and you can hear the fans a little, so I had to turn on
Oh.
push to talk.
Oh, that makes sense.
Mm.
V and Sarah, yeah. V and Sarah, should I V and you know what I'm playing, right? What I decided on playing, at least.
I think I know who you're playing based off of how you described it, but like you did not tell me.
Did I not tell you? I know I told someone. I'm
think
pretty
you
sure I
probably
told
I don't
you.
think you told me, I just agreed.
Yeah, okay, but can I reveal that? Should I reveal that?
Do it.
See,
Who cares?
like
They'll
we could
probably
give you
forget
an
eventually.
answer.
Well, they don't even have a name. It's just Old Master.
Oh yeah.
He really just name dropped it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna play Old Master.
It's
for
in the
sheer
casting call.
reason. I know it's in the casting call, but that's why I was saying like, should I reveal that I'm playing Old Master though? I mean, I'm playing Old Master for the sheer reason that no one auditioned for Old Master, and I just thought it'd be fun to play the mentor character.
I
You know
was
what's
in
good?
audition
We
for Old
try
Master.
out for Old Master, but you know what happened? We never wrote a monologue for
Yeah,
him.
we never rolled a monologue for Old Master because we kind of just got bored of Old Master because no one auditioned
It's
for
not
him
your
either.
fault. No one else's.
Okay, so like
Sorry
I
to
wrote
those out
his
here who
first
are gonna
lines
audition
recently,
for
and
him.
I think he's gonna be funny. He's gonna be a little
Am I
funny,
gonna
but
play
mostly
an
old.
Iroh character that
I feel like it's like,
dies?
yeah, I was gonna say like an Iroh vibe.
Yeah, he gives me an eye roll vibe, but he can make it funny a little.
Or like what's his name? Crap.
This is for a writing podcast.
Yeah, this is for a writing podcast. We spent too long on this topic. We're gonna move on.
No, wait. I have something to add. Wasn't there a bunch of people that auditioned for Matt?
No, the one that got the most auditions was Lila. Lila did
Yeah.
get a bunch of
There was
Matt
hella
was
people for
taken.
Lila.
Nah, you're lying. Pierce had to fight like 8 people
Oh
for
yeah,
Matt.
no,
I don't
Pierce had
know.
to fight some. Yeah,
It
Pierce
was
was the only one that
crazy.
auditioned for Matt.
It was
To be
crazy.
honest, if we had gotten like the full like everyone who like applied, tried out, it would have been a fight for Matt
It would
too.
have been a fight for Matt, yeah. But
But Lucky Pierce.
Lucky
And a
Pierce.
big fight for Prim too.
Oh no, Prim also had the second longest.
Well, yeah, because everyone who auditioned for Lila auditioned for Prim.
Almost everyone. A couple people did.
Almost
Almost
everyone
everyone, not
that
me, it
was a
wasn't me,
girl or like has a feminine voice just auditioned for almost every feminine character.
That is true, yeah.
I did.
Yeah, no.
I should have been the badass knight. I should just saying that. I should have been the
Finn
cool
is the
knight.
main knight though.
Finn?
Like if
No,
you-
but I could have been both.
I could have
Wait,
been
wait,
tonight
Jesse, we
played
should
by
do like a
Tony,
night
Tony,
read.
Tony, and Tony.
A night
I could have
Just
played
do a
all of
night
them.
read.
I should have. They could have been like the Knights of Ren, just the Knights of Tony. That I should have just been like that.
Yes, Sarah.
We should do a night's read for fun. Just
We're not
pass
gonna
it
read
around
anything
at the
right
end
now.
like a
We're
game.
not gonna read right now. No reading.
Not reading.
No reading.
But I'm
Terrorize.
reading the burger.
Okay, we're
My
gonna go on to the
camera
next
shaking
topic.
so
How was the
much.
audition process? Like when you were auditioning, how were you feeling during auditions basically? Like what was it like?
Oh, Bro,
Just
me,
feeling
Pierce,
like
and Tony did karaoke.
I'm talking
you're
less
having
about the
Hanson,
waiting room
Sincerely
experience and
Me.
more about this actually being in the audition room
It
experience.
was terrifying.
The
I've
waiting
been
room
doing
experience?
The waiting room
Wait,
experience.
like an
was something
overall audition experience, like, or specifically this audition experience?
else. I mean like specifically for Lost. So like
Okay.
first auditions and callbacks. How was it like going through those?
Can I go?
Yeah, we'll start in reverse order. Sarah. Sarah.
I think Sarah.
But the reason I did not get a character I auditioned for was because I forgot to call upon the thugs during the callback audition. I'm absolutely convinced.
Can you call upon the thugs right now?
No, let's not call
Yeah.
upon the thugs right now. Let's not do that.
Okay, maybe at the end. At the end.
Go.
It's our
Pretty
cast
much
prayer.
the way auditioning goes for me. Well, the way it went was it was pretty easy. You know, I came in, said my name, and then Jesse was just like, "All right, go when you're ready." And Jesse and I had this whole inside joke before I read, and he said, "Sarah, if you don't call upon the thugs during your audition, I'm not casting you." So pretty much, it's like this whole joke because when I play video games, before I play, I always just like Bone Thugs, Akon, DMX, because you know I gotta call upon the thugs that came for me. So yeah, I did that, and then I just read through. I did pretty okay. So yeah.
All right, who's next?
You said reverse order.
Well, no, that was just because Sarah was starting. It doesn't have to be in order. It's whoever wants to go, basically.
Okay.
Well,
Wait. Okay, wait, who's going?
Vian, I guess, because Vian was talking.
Okay.
There go Pierce and Sarah.
Vian in the
Getting
third
my
person.
MOBA, I'll be back.
Okay, so Vian said his name, and okay, I'm not gonna do that. So basically, I came in to the waiting room for the audition, and I was like super happy to be around these extremely positive auditioners or auditionees, and then I got pulled in after Jesse was like, okay, we're gonna start with Evan. Vian, you're first. So basically, I just went in, and I was super nervous. I don't know why. Like, I'm normally not nervous at all when I audition, but for whatever reason, it was the audition I had when like I'm auditioning in front of friends that I was nervous for. But basically, I don't know. So I just went in, said my name, and I'm very, very convinced that me being nervous, me being nervous kind of ruined it. But I guess Jesse was holding out that, oh, he's really gonna fit the character, because then I got a call back.
Okay,
And,
here's
yeah.
what happened. We didn't hold out because, we'll be honest, everyone on the judge panel said he's nervous. I hear it in his voice. He's nervous. We can hear it. So everyone on the judge panel was like, yeah, he's nervous. We could tell. So we didn't mark you that far down, but we did mark you down because it wasn't the best read, right? And we are just like, he deserves a callback though, because it wasn't the worst read in the world. It was just like sometimes you're just like speeding up on certain parts, and sometimes you were just like slowing down and like missing punctuation sometimes. And it was like, yeah, he's nervous. He's kind of like reading, right? And we were like, okay, we'll give him the callback. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and we'll see how he reads that callbacks, if he's nervous or not. And then he came to callbacks, and he wasn't nervous. He actually read really well that day, which is, I think, one of his best reads for Evan ever was at callbacks. So like, I was like, yeah, this is better. This is the Vian I know. So yeah, that was Vian's experience from judging's point of view. Who wants to go next? Pierce. I saw Pierce's hand first. I'm sorry, Tony. You're next.
Suck it, Anthony. Okay, so all I cared about going into this thing was me and Anthony. We sat down and did this together. All we cared about was really, I gotta do good because I don't want one person in, one person out.
Oh, is that really what you were thinking?
Yeah, if Pierce didn't get it, I was gonna say, sorry guys, it's a 2-package deal. And
you want one, you gotta get the other. But yeah, it was really fun. It was like one of those things where like, dang, that was fun. I want to do that again. Would you guys put me through pain giving me a script that was 50% grunting?
That's Vian
was it just like
that's not me? I didn't write that. Who wrote that?
He was so quick to blame Susan on that.
Coming out after his audition, Pierce, he was just like, guys, it said I had to throw a rock, and I literally
you had to make a rock sound throw.
I remember he was like, one of the instructions was Matt glides by something, and I remember all I hear is whoosh. And I was like,
I said, what do I do about these, like, the throwing stuff like that?
I said,
like,
we
not
could
like
just
me
skip
making
that.
the grunt.
Yeah, okay, Vian, go.
Okay. In fairness, it wasn't all Susan, because Susan had someone in the room with her writing that monologue. Like, I could hear, I was in the Discord call while Susan was writing Matt's monologue, and there was someone with her telling her what to write.
Okay.
Is it me?
I don't think it was me. It's not you.
No, it wasn't me, Sarah.
Let's move on to Tony. Tony, while you're saying your experience, I'm gonna go turn my light on because it's getting dark in here.
So
it was so bright in there.
I was watching a Batman movie while waiting.
That is true. I remember that.
I was watching Lego Batman, and so basically what happened was I got called in, and the first thing I went to was, this guy's pissed. So let me make myself angry, which is something you don't actually see. I'm not a very angry person, surprisingly.
Yeah.
And I had to scream intensely into my phone. My veins, I'm pretty sure I popped one or two, and I at one point I accidentally unmuted my mic because I heard Mike else started laughing at me. So that was pretty fun. And then that was basically about it. I got like a text later that night. I was like, "Hey dude, you made it. You're Preston." And I was like, "Oh cool. I don't have to go to callbacks." And they said, "Oh yeah, we need you at callbacks for some stuff."
I just remember that. Jesse's just like, yeah, Tony doesn't have to go to callbacks, and I'm like, preach, Jesse.
So basically, what happened was after auditions, I was like 100% positive on the nights. I was like, yeah, these are the nights. Which Pierce did get casted as a knight before he got casted as Matt, because what happened was I was expecting one more person to get be at callbacks. That didn't happen, so Pierce had to come in and read for Matt. I had Pierce come in and read for Matt, and Pierce got moved to Matt, and then I moved someone else to Finn. So it was a lot of moving, but pretty much I was like, yeah, no, Tony's Preston. That's not even a question of who gets to play Preston on that one. I was like, yeah, that's Tony.
You're one of the angry man. I still remember callbacks. I was like, oh yeah, I want this food, and then immediately I had to start screaming in agony. So I was like,
Monetization.
recording of him doing that.
Who was here at callbacks for that?
Everyone here had to go to callbacks. Oh wait, no, yeah, no.
I can't remember who texted me.
Jesseline and Dale don't have to go.
If I'm right, I don't know if it was Sarah or VN. It was one of them though. Told me I didn't have to go because like.
Yeah, no, because you already casted.
Well, my
me.
original text was, "Oh, you made callbacks," and I was like, I got really excited. So I went to go tell my mom and made callbacks. Oh, she has no clue what that meant, but she was like, "Good for you." I don't know what it means, but good for you.
I just remember texting Jesseline, and I was just like, in terms of callbacks, you got one.
I know that's a
I think
text
that was
Sarah
the
sent out to
exact text.
everyone.
And then I got a text, another text, like at 8:00. Oh wait, never mind. You don't need callbacks. You made the part, and I was like, oh yay! I'm not gonna tell my mom because she was asleep, so I'm not gonna go bother her.
So yeah, no. Big thing was after our first round of auditions, instead of having the people come back to their callbacks for nights, I was like 100% positive on like who were the nights, right? So I just said, yep, these are nights. Go have fun.
You wanted the angry man. I'm still heated over that one time I was brought in for like a meeting for like 2 hours, and you had me say 3 lines. Three lines of a background character.
That wasn't my fault. I'll be honest. I told Sarah, "Hey, make the announcement," and I told her who was in. But for some reason, Sarah registered that somehow I said the knights were supposed to be there.
Oh, wait, was that the day that we were reading lines?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I sat there like
at the mall. My mom was like, Jasleen, you are sitting. We were supposed to be shopping, and you're on the phone. You have been on the phone this whole time. You are not telling me you have been on the phone this whole freaking time, Jasleen. I was like,
yeah, no, that's our bad.
Yeah, totally haven't been on the phone this whole time.
I was like, Sarah, these are the episodes we're reading. The characters are in there. Just look through, and she registered one of the episodes as where the knights are in it, and the knights are definitely not in that episode. I was like.
You know, here's how I registered it. Okay, you said we're not doing
Sarah.
3, and then I said, no, me out, please. You said we're not doing 2 and 3.
Let's not say the episode numbers because that could lead to like what episodes which appear in.
Hey, Jesse said we're not doing insert episodes that I already said. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna do the episode after the episode that we were ending off with, right? Right, like I feel like that makes sense. And so I'm just like, okay, we need the knights here because they're in insert that episode. And it turns out I was wrong.
It turns out I was wrong.
I was just gonna have them read it because I didn't think he was gonna be there that day, so I was just gonna have them do it.
I sat there for a nice 3 hours, just like in the background, being extremely quiet. Like, all right, when's my time to shine? Yeah. And they're like, oh yeah, this is the last reading we're doing. We need background gay. I was like, I want to make sure that this wasn't a complete waste of my time. So I said, yeah, I'll do one of the background characters.
Yeah, no, I had them read for background characters just to support the fact that they weren't supposed to be there. And I was like, yikes.
No, but we needed someone to read background. We needed someone to read background anyway.
Okay, whatever, but moving on. Who wants to go next talking about... Oh, wait, I promise. Wait, no, Tony already talked. Who wants to go next?
Too much, I might have.
Out of like Dale, Emily, and Sarah.
My experience, I waited.
Right.
How many hours? 4 hours, maybe. Just to once.
The guy invited us to a party again.
It was 2
hours. It was 2 hours. It was 2 hours.
It was 4 hours. Yeah. Jesse, we started at 4.
We didn't start at 4. We ended at 6.
Did we start at 2? Ended.
Yeah, because we did not end at 8. I know for sure we did not.
That's all I know.
It's probably.
I know we ended at 7.
I know we ended
at 7. Yes, we did.
No, I have a clock right there. I was looking at it.
Yeah,
we ended at 7.
Then it was 3 hours.
Can we all admire Pierce's mustache?
Okay, but Dale, go with your audition process.
I mean, I guess during that time I was, also playing video games. And in my head, I was still trying to come up with the voice for Archie at that time. So when I was called up, I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna go with that voice. And I did that, and I read the lines like 2 different times with the other voice actors for
Yeah.
Eldrada and Finn. Yeah,
All right.
and I mean, I made it for callbacks, and then same thing that happened to Jasleen. I got a text back saying, "Oh yeah, we don't actually need callbacks for nights, so you're in." I was like, "Oh, sick."
Sick. I got casted.
Yeah, that was
Let's
his
go.
literal. That was his literal response.
Oh wait,
You know
yeah,
what's
that was
funny?
the literal response we got, huh? Sick.
Mm-hmm.
I think mine was like, all right, bet, or something like that.
Think
I
You know
don't
what's funny,
remember.
Dale? The difference between our reactions. You sound like you said, "Oh, cool." I'm over here jumping. Not jumping. I was really excited though. I don't know why.
Yeah. I mean, I was excited, but I don't like show like emotions as like heavily, I suppose you could say.
Why is
You're a
Vian
lot
Yeah, I was
more
excited, though.
monotone.
Why was Vian playing with a with a lightsaber?
He's trying to be a Jedi. Let him. Let
Are
Bro,
you
him
challenging
Jesse,
be.
you're such a killjoy.
Let him exceed his dreams.
Proceed his dreams. All right, who wants to go next? For experience. Oh wait, did we go through everyone except for Emily? Or did Pier? Oh yeah. Oh wait, Jesslyn too. So out of you two, who wants to go for talking about your
Como
audition
quieras.
experience?
Whatever you want. I can go. Okay, cool. I was terrified. I have absolutely no theater experience whatsoever, other than like doing a history day performance, but I don't really think that counts. So I was terrified. I was doing pre-calc homework, watching Twitch, and being absolutely terrified in the waiting room, and like I had no idea what a clean slate was. I'm sorry, I was not paying attention. So, like, I did it, I guess. And I was initially going to try out for 5 characters, all of the female characters. And I did the first 2, Lila and Prim, but I had to leave at 7 for a thing. And so I ended up having to do a try out for the Queen and Master Emrin like at the same time, and that was when what was his name, Francis, I think.
Yeah.
He
Ew.
popped in and like he asked me questions, and I was absolutely terrified of him for absolutely no reason other than like knowing a theater kid who spoke about Francis. So like it was weird.
I think
Francis
Francis
like
was
I
the
don't
most
terrifying,
intimidating
bro.
judge. I told
Yeah.
Francis to be
He's intimidating.
intimidating.
He was
Seriously.
judgmental.
I told him
Like,
to be intimidating. That's what I told him. I told him,
You
yeah,
instructed him to be intimidating?
yeah, because you need intimidation. I need
that's
to.
Hey,
Need,
him.
dude, I saw
Honestly, I don't
Francis
remember
and I was
which
like,
one
oh, hello,
Francis was.
sir. How was your day?
yeah, no, I
Francis
just
is
want to
like a
see how y'all worked
disgusting
under
theater
Francis,
kid.
because Francis was like the most curveball out of all of us. Because like Francis is just like the way he like judges people is different than like how me and Susan did. So like
Yeah, that's
so
true.
like when Francis came in, I'm like, yeah, be the Simon Cowell of the judge panel, please.
Yeah,
Simon Cow.
No, no,
You
no,
mean
no.
the
I
guy
think
from the
it's the more
Scooby Doo
Howie.
movie?
The guy from the
That
Scooby
guy?
Doo movie.
wait, the guy from Far Far Away Idol? What?
All right,
I
Justin,
didn't
you
know
Anyway,
Francis
wanna
was
go with
there.
your experience, and then we'll move on to one of the last topics.
hey, could I make a comment about Francis real quick?
No. All right,
Wait.
Jesslyn, go.
So honestly, I don't remember who Francis was. Honestly, either way, no matter how intimidating you tell Francis to be, there is no possible way I would be intimidated because of one reason. My dad's way more intimidating. But I would say it was okay. I'm not gonna lie. I was hardcore kind of judging everyone in the waiting room.
She
There
filmed
was so
her karaoke.
loud.
I think she filmed her karaoke.
Oh, I was jamming to their karaoke. I won't lie about that. I was jamming to it. I don't think I was necessarily nervous. I was more like I had that weird determination because I don't know, I have weird determination vibes in me. But the thing is, I think I've missed things so often that I didn't really care if I was casted or not, but I still wanted to give it my best shot. So I just kind of did it. Said I don't care whether or not what happens, and it all happened for a reason. So
That's a good way to look at things. I think like especially if you look at but not as an I don't care attitude because you have to care. Because if I see someone come in and say I don't care, I don't want to be here, I'm like okay then don't be here and leave.
no, I never.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
so
no,
I
no.
didn't
That's not
personally say
that's
I
not
don't
what I
want
was
to be
saying.
here. It's my
It's
personally.
more
I
like
said
I don't care what the outcome is, right?
no. I just don't care. I didn't care what the outcome was because if I wasn't casted, I already knew that I would eventually find something I can be casted in.
Yeah,
But
that's a good way to look at things. Just like I'm gonna try my
Jesse,
best.
she never got casted.
Hmm.
Tony, what are you doing?
Tony.
What do you mean?
Tony, I don't know why, but you remind me of that Elmo meme, the one like where Elmo's just sitting in the fire in hell.
This is what I meant when Tony is like a different type of unhinged.
You mean?
But yeah, no, that's a good way to look at things, Jocelyn. Because like, I think people that like go in as like, if I don't get casted, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm like, why? It's a good
It's just
experience,
a role,
right?
man.
Like
See,
take.
my belief isn't like oh, if it kind of, I won't lie, it kind of sucks not to get something you wanted to get, but like there's other things. I don't want to just like kind of rely like on if whether or not I made it to depend on my mood.
That's good. That's good. Everyone went about their not callback audition experience, right?
Yes, sir.
That is cool. We're gonna do a smaller one in the end. This is the last one, I think, and then we'll just talk for a bit after, see where that goes. But which someone asked which character do you relate to the most, and I want to see how much you guys really relate to your characters, if not relate to some random character that's not who you're playing.
Can I go?
Sarah, you want to start this off, so Sarah, go.
For the record, I want to say the characters I wrote are probably the ones I relate to the most. I made them based off of how I believe the situations in their life would affect me. So, I feel like Jesse expects me to say I relate the most to Lila, but I relate the most to Preston.
I
in a weird
was
way.
actually thinking you were gonna say Preston. I was banging on Preston right there.
Preston's hot. Like, he obviously. I'm kidding. Anyways, I just relate to Preston's frustration in life of like having to work to be good at something and then having someone who's like naturally talented like surpass you in a sense.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Pierce.
All
I
right.
also like relate to the queen because like her boo genocided a whole race for her, and like I can relate to that.
That's concerning.
My boo genocided a whole race.
I also relate to Lila because she's biracial.
Is that your related
Wait.
to her? I mean, I guess that makes sense if you relate to someone your race. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, biracial people go through like so many like common issues, like not feeling one race enough to be with that one and not feeling one race enough to be with the other.
Yeah,
That-
no, I think the big thing when I was thinking the diversity of the characters, like I feel like everyone wants to see someone on screen that's their skin color that looks like them, right? And I was a big thing. Like a lot of relatability can come to down to like whether a character can look like you or not.
It can almost come down to things that would be considered superficial.
Yeah. All right, bien go.
Okay, just to connect to that relatability through race thing, in a lot of like TV and movies, the only like Asian representation I see is like female Asians.
Yeah, I
So
swear to God, it's like in every movie, it's either like no Asian guy, or he dies off the bat somehow, or it's like Asian ladies everywhere.
Like they make fun of
So-
him and like
Bien, bien go,
demasculate
bien
him.
go.
I don't. Okay.
Okay. So basically, like I don't know why when I was a kid, I always related to like Ni Hao Kai Lan and Mulan the most, even though like I was nothing like them. I was just like, you know what? They look like me. They're on TV. I like that.
Ni Hao Kai
But
Lan
yeah,
is such a banger.
so
Like that.
yeah,
All right.
I like that.
Who wants to go for next to the character you relate to the most? Okay, then Vian, I guess. We'll continue on Vian
Yeah,
and go to Pierce.
I was gonna lead into it.
Yeah,
But
Jesse.
yeah, because of like I haven't really written any of the characters, but I have written a lot of the scenes for them. And probably the character that I relate to the most, not just because he's Asian, but because like I relate to the whole misplaced anger type of thing. I relate to Evan a lot, and I'm also extremely confident like him, which I feel like I've toned down recently in the writing, and I should really turn that way up again. But yeah, so I think Evan is the character I relate to the most, and probably second would be Matt, just because he's very bubbly and happy, and I really like him.
I just saw Pierce dab in like 2 frames. That was so funny.
No, it's not 2016. That was a bad.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we got a voice actor who relates to the character they're playing. Oh my gosh, this is great. This is great.
Wait, I said I related to Cassiopeia.
Yeah, but you relate to most Preston. That's what it's like.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm basing it off of. Okay, who wants to go next? Oh wait, no,
I'll
I
go.
said Pierce go next. Wait, I forgot.
Oh,
I said
okay,
Pierce will go
never
next.
mind.
We'll go next to you.
Yikes.
Okay, so I can't relate a crazy amount because you know I'm not like magic or mentally kind of affected, but I guess Matt kinda like just a bit when he's not Matt and he's more happy and stuff like that. Also, I kind of like cockiness and like jokes kind of stuff. I like that kind of like I think of someone. Only thing Deadpool, but not rated R. It's the jokes kind of like the one-liner stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what I like.
definitely. I think out of all
But
of
I
them,
guess-
So you're Spider-Man.
the one that out of the can you not ever say that again, Tony? Anyways, but out of the most out of the characters that I think's like, I mean they've been through stuff, right? They've all been through stuff, but the one that's been through stuff and just comes out bubbly on the other side is always Matt. So I think that's just like a good way to place it. Like if you're not like super edgy or angsty, then like Matt. Or like any of the knights in general. All the knights are not angsty at all. Except for maybe...
Hey, they have angsty
I was
moments.
about to say,
They're
what do you
not
mean?
as angsty.
Yeah. Okay, Dale, go, because I promised Dale can go.
I mean, half of me can relate to Archie, and the other half relates to Finn. Because when I'm around people that I'm comfortable with, I'm dumb, stupid, and funny. But at the same time, if I'm around people I don't like or like aren't like familiar or comfortable with, I will be very dead silent. I won't talk to you. I'll be almost like, what are you doing? Don't talk to me. Stay away.
Is that how you feel right now?
No.
Dale, like you've been staring at
No.
us like
That
this.
is true.
It's just there's a lot of people
I've
talking
just
at
been
once.
lost in
It's
my
hard to
thought.
get your bid in.
That's all.
Yeah.
I'm also a good listener, but
Yeah, there's a lot of people talking, so if you're not getting your bid in, I'm sorry.
since our last recording, I've been more comfortable. I mean, I'm literally voice acting. If I'm not comfortable, then I shouldn't be doing this.
I mean, like, it's great, because I think we all really get along with each other. Okay, Vian, go. Vian, your reason.
Okay, wait. This is a question for Dale. Did you originate from toast?
No.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know if I'm left for the same reason. I just.
This is such an inside joke with all the writers.
Every time.
Is this the joke about
I genuinely
one of the
thought
nights?
that Jesse just disconnected Vian, and I was like,
Okay, who wants to go next? Who wants to go next? If not,
I
I'm
vote
gonna
Emily.
I'm gonna draw and straw. I'm just gonna draw names from like my head and pick y'all.
We should have that. We should have that where we draw straws.
Oh
How
lord.
are we gonna draw straws, Jen?
Okay, no, not draw straws, but like popsicle sticks with all of our names on them.
pencils.
Each
I will
pencil
assign
is a
one.
different person, is what Jesse's
Roll a
saying right now
dice.
with the pencil.
Roll a dice. No, I'm gonna pick these pencils. Okay, one of the pencils is one of you. I'm going to assign each
Oh.
pencil a name. I'm gonna take out a bunch of pencils because I have too many.
Koi.
Here.
Koi.
Did someone join?
Koi, you're
Yeah,
not
Koi's-
supposed to be
No,
here.
Koi's gonna make me
Oh, let them
laugh.
be here,
Koi, you're
let
not
them be
supposed to be here. I'm sorry, Koi. This is a
Boy,
podcast
you're
recording.
cool. I like you.
Don't do it.
Koi, we'll
Koi
talk
can be
later.
here.
Oh, there goes Koi.
I'm gonna laugh if Koi's here.
Okay.
It says they're gone.
Okay. I'm going to. Out of the people who haven't went, it's Emily, Jasleen, and Tony, right? That haven't gone in relatability. All right.
I
I'm gonna draw
think so.
straws. I'm drawing straws. Oh, Jasleen.
Great.
What?
I'm gonna go with the way Dale described it, the dumb jock.
You're gonna go for
I play.
Archie.
I'm not very smart. I'm not very funny, and I do a lot of sports.
That's a way to put it, I guess. Oh, the voice
Relate to
crack.
that. I like
Oh.
that.
All right, draw straws again. Tony, Tony, your turn.
Doesn't even look at it. Tony.
I'm looking at my camera. That's why I saw. I see when I put it in my camera.
So like,
Tony.
I guess like the only thing I can really relate to is Finn. That's about it.
How do you relate to the most quiet character in the whole? What?
Met me in real life. In real life, I'm a lot more reserved and quiet. Most of the time at least. And I research things a lot in my spare time. I figured out how to make bombs.
I can confirm this.
All right,
by the way. I can confirm
Emily.
this.
Emily, your
I'm
turn.
gonna bless Tony.
How to be put on the FBI watch
Demonetized.
list.
All right,
Demonetized.
Emily,
I think
go.
I'm on several FBI watch lists. You see,
Emily,
I
go.
research
Tony,
weapons and,
Tony. Emily, go.
Okay, probably I feel like I relate to Finn or Aldrida a bit more. I used to play a lot of sports and I really like being active and like just the nights in general. I like relate to them because like with my friend group, we talk a lot and I'm really dumb, but also not dumb, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like chaos is great. And Tony, do teach me how to make a bomb, please? Or, no, don't-
Okay.
No!
Demonetized.
I guess I'll go
And
because
no
I.
Master Emran is a fan of
Demonetized for the
bombs.
Guys,
I'll go now. I'm gonna go now because I can actually answer this question.
This out.
When I was creating the characters,
Yeah,
I will be
learning.
completely honest with you. I wrote the characters based off the
Oh.
5 friends that I had.
Mm.
And one of the characters I wrote based off of someone was I wrote Evan based off of like me. When I was writing Evan's like character and like how he acts and how he like he's just his life, right? I just like really just like yeah, I'm just gonna make him me.
Hey, Jesse.
So like I think
You're-
I knew
Evan,
I was gonna get that insert. I knew it. I knew it.
I mean like Evan's changed a lot over the time, but I still relate to him in like the small things because like the core of his character has remained the same. And then if anyone else I relate to Matt because Matt's just my favorite.
Bien, are you
That's fair.
okay? You look sad again.
Guys, Miss Universe 2020 isn't the Philippines, and I'm sad.
Like,
But it's
what
Mexico
is that a
somehow.
drag show? So whack.
All right. You guys want to do one more topic, or do we end the podcast here? Because we're about an hour.
What's the next topic?
Well, I don't have another topic, so I was just gonna say.
Hey,
what
we should do
y'all
the
Yeah.
favorite songs.
Everyone
because
say
I
a fun
said
fact
favorite
about
songs.
yourself. Look at that.
We're not. This is a less a get to know you, but a more get to know.
You can do a quick fun question, bro.
Okay, wait. So we can say, what's your favorite line that doesn't spoil anything?
But we don't have lines. We don't have much lines, at least.
What
No,
about
like,
V's
what was-
favorite
during
Everyone
actor?
knows
audition.
one line for their character.
Oh, okay, we're gonna.
Oh, my favorite line from Tony.
Is that Dorothy?
Doggo.
Dog
Oh
is
God,
coming.
it's Jesse holding Dorothy and not bullying her?
Everyone knows Tony's like best line so
Oh
far.
shit!
Monetization!
Again!
I love how Vian's trying to cover it up, but he has push to talk on, so we can't hear anything. He's just sneezing into the
I
air.
know, I push to talk on just to be polite.
Vian's thing is lagging so bad for me, so he says something and then it lags for a few seconds, and then he says the thing. So it's like, "Hi."
I turned voice activity on, and that's what's happening with Sarah right now for me.
Yeah, that's what
it's
happened to
happening,
She'll say
Sarah.
something, and then like 2 seconds later, the
Her
mouth will
mouth
follow.
will move, yeah.
Yeah, that's happening to me with Tony.
Oh my gosh.
Are you looking at my nose?
What?
No, but I can tell you said something because everyone else like will react, and then I hear it.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do a final thing, and okay, here's the thing. Who is your favorite person to voice act with? Because we've all voice acted with each other, right? So, who's your favorite person to, like, bounce off of? Okay,
Pierce.
we'll Vian, go.
Okay, Pierce / Matt, awesome. Like, whenever we recorded, like, was it last week?
Yeah,
Every
last
single time you would say a line, I'd just be like, okay, bounce.
Bouncy. Alright, who wants to
But
go
yeah.
next?
Okay, I want to say my favorite person to voice act with has been just like based off of auditions. I liked reading with Dale. That was really fun. And when I read for either Lila or Prim, reading with Pierce was very fun.
Alright.
Tony, like the oh sh.
Alright, who wants to go next? Who wants to go next?
For me, guess the persons that I read with, the other nights were really fun to read with because I got to bounce back based on what they said. So if they added like, say, like extra sass to response, I could be like, no, like I could give like my own like appropriate response back. And I guess, I mean, I don't really have favorites. I just like doing this. So
Yeah. No, this is just like, who do you bounce off of, like, with the most, I guess?
yeah,
Okay.
it just depends on who's really good at it. So
Okay, who wants to go? Oh wait, I saw Pierce raise his hand, so yeah, Pierce.
I'm gonna say too, Vian, because I feel like we're able to, even one of us, like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I mess up, right? But I accidentally say his lines, and it doesn't affect. We're, I guess, professional, you know? We're able to just, all right, let's just do this, and, you know, bounce off each other, get that chemistry. Make
Yeah,
it like
I
shit.
remember when we were recording that one episode, you straight up just
Yeah.
skipped your own line and read his, and I was like, oh
I
no.
realized it, and I was like, you know what? Let's just keep going.
Yeah, and
let's just go.
I think Vian just read I think he read Matt's line before, and it kind of just worked, I guess. And then they got back on track, and I was like, wow, that was a save.
Yeah.
All right,
it worked
And then
well.
also,
who wants to go next?
Anthony.
Who do you guys enjoy reading with? Out of Chesley and Emily and Tony. All right, I'm picking off who I want to pick. Emily.
Okay. Well, I think I only read with like what, 3 people, because I only did one episode or one thing.
No, it's fine. You can say you
So-
did one episode. It's fine.
Okay, yeah. I think it was. I don't remember people. It was either Dale or Pierce who played guard 3. It was pretty like.
Guard
The
number
one who-
3.
Say no more. Say no more.
Yes, it was great. Like just the way that you. I can't. Yeah.
I think It was funny that day because Dale wasn't supposed to be there, but we had Dale read a lot for the background characters, and we slowly realized every background character he played was just he killed someone every episode we read with him. It was very funny. It was so funny. We just realized Dale's like, I've killed someone every episode I've read in so far.
Jesse made me play a racist every episode I read in.
Okay.
No.
I'm picking again. Jasleen, go.
I only read with 2 people.
They'd say them.
I don't remember I only okay. I don't really remember. Oh god, I'm a terrible person. I don't remember the names of both the
Same.
knights.
Dale was one of the people you read with. I know that one for a fact.
I remember who played Finn though. I don't remember who played Finn.
When you were reading, I think Pierce played
Lily.
Finn.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Pierce played Finn when you read for Finn, because we haven't read with the Knights with the actual Finn.
Rip.
Alright, we'll go down to Tony then. Tony, who is your favorite person to read with?
I have read with nobody so far.
You've read with more than 4 people. I can tell you
That
that.
I
is
don't-
true.
Oh, whoever voiced Prim.
Oh,
Bella?
Bella? Wait, who voiced?
Bella.
Yeah, Bella did voice Prim with Tony. Yeah,
Hello.
yeah,
Yeah, because he voiced Prim with everyone at callbacks.
yeah. He voiced with everyone, so yeah. I guess.
But
that's
I'm
it.
offended that Pierce. I'm looking at you. I thought we were friends. I see you.
I saw the pain in his eyes when Pierce said Vian's my favorite person to read with. I saw his eyes just go.
I said you
Oh,
too
nobody
to
was
That's
clarify.
why I
again.
turned the light to a different color. That's why I turned the light to a different color.
No, everyone had someone say that they like to read with them except me.
Oh,
I have never read with
anyone.
you.
Yeah,
Wait,
no,
I have
Every
read with you,
single
Sarah.
one of
It's
you
Devin.
Is that Devin?
Here.
Devin, who's your
Devin!
favorite person to
Wait,
read with?
wait. Hi, Devin. Devin, can you turn your camera on, or is that a no? That is a yes.
Hey, Devin,
Hey,
what's
Devin,
good? You like my
hey.
red light?
To the podcast.
Mhm.
This is the voice actor for Lila. That's crazy. That's crazy. We got 4 out of 5 out of main 5. Let's go. That's a
It's a
big
shame
number
you
for
didn't
us.
show up earlier. I ate a Coca-Cola can.
But yeah, Devin, we're in the middle of answering this one question. Who was your favorite person to read with so far as like when you're like auditions or anything? Because you've only read out auditions, I think, right now so far. So like, who is one of your favorite people to read with, chemistry-wise?
I think Vian, like his energy, is that the correct pronoun?
Yeah, yeah,
Vian.
yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Vian's energy, he just seemed like really nice and like he was dedicated to his character and like he was there to listen to any critiques and just like go with the flow of everyone and work with everyone accordingly.
That's good.
Sarah, are you okay? You look sad now.
Hey, to be honest, when
Okay.
I've
No
read
one
it,
likes
Sarah?
reading with me.
And
This
It's
is
okay,
great.
No.
Sarah. You're one of my
Sarah, we
favorite
haven't read with
people.
you yet.
okay, I'm gonna be honest with you here. I've never read with anyone here but Sarah. So I'm going to be honest. In my years of experience acting, I've actually really loved reading with Sarah all the time because Sarah's just like my energy.
I think we
You
all
can
like
tell
being
Sarah
with
wants
Sarah.
to smile so big, and she's just like,
We haven't read with Sarah yet, but I think we all like being with Sarah.
Sarah's amazing.
oh, I
Yeah.
hang out with Sarah sometimes. She's like
Definitely.
in the middle of the night when she's just by herself in the one of the VC chats. I'll join.
I mean, I think I haven't read with anyone yet because I am gonna read with people, but I think the people I'm gonna read with are the most will be Emily and Vian. I think. I mean the main 5
How
too,
exciting
but
for
like
you.
I know how exciting. I know I've never read with anyone before. This is like as a small guy in Lost, it's so great.
Bro, Jesse's really gonna be out here like,
Wait,
The
can we talk about the fact
woman.
that Devin's hair matches my dog?
I just remember Jesse playing like
Yo.
freaking
Love that.
what's his name? It's like
Shifu.
freaking Yeah, Shifu, and he's just like, she's a woman.
No, I didn't say it like that. I yelled it. I remember.
She's a
No,
woman.
you said it like that one time. It was a joke, and I was just dying. Dying, bro.
I remember I yelled, "She's a woman!" on stage, and it was so bad because I felt like such a sexist after
What?
that. Because I in Mulan I played Shifu, the most sexist character you will
When
ever
did
meet.
you play Mulan?
When I was in 8th grade, so like 3 years ago. Dang, that
Wait,
was
swag.
Because we're old.
I forgot that was 3 years ago. Okay, Vian, go.
Okay, can we talk about how me, Jaslene's dog,
Wait, true.
Devin's hair, and then Sarah's shirt, as well as Pierce's like Spider-Man suit, are all a shade of red, as well as Dale's sweater. So
Are you kidding about the red line I've had
and the
this
red
entire
I
time?
can't see you. I can't see you.
I have a red
and the
mouse.
red mouse. Okay,
Oh,
so
what
we
is like
almost
sort of
all of
red
us
shade
have
day?
had like red today. And okay, see, look, we had a dress code of red. See,
It was dress code.
Technically,
Oh, my pants.
If we would've done
Technically,
this-
it's
Okay.
pink, but technically, pink is just a shade.
Pink
of
and red.
It's just
I'm
light
honest-
red.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying
If I'm honest, if we
Red
would
was-
have done this on Monday, my hair would have.
Ooh.
I have the
Pierce
Build-A-Bear
isn't wearing the
in my
Spider-Man
neighborhood
suit. He's
with
wearing the
lost-
Dr. Robotnik suit.
So we're
Is
hitting
this
the end
bad?
of
Is
the
orange, though.
so we're hitting the end of the podcast. So I'm not gonna do the final goodbyes yet. We're just gonna talk a bit, just vibe for like maybe 10 minutes ish.
Hey, Jesse.
Yes.
Remember Build-A-Bear?
No. Okay, V and go.
okay.
Listen to Build-A-Bear.
I just want to bring to attention that both Devin and Bella, who haven't been here for the majority of the like podcast, both have the same reason why, and it's a very valid reason. You guys were both of the family, and Bella still can't
Yeah.
come.
This is so sad.
Oh, poor
We're-
Bella.
I think we're missing only 2 voice actors right now, right?
Yeah, I think we're missing Bella and
Oh
Lily.
wait.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, we're missing 3:
JP.
Bella, Lily, and JP.
Oh, I can't get it.
I think something super cool would be if Sarah and Jesse check the chat when I at them.
That would be so
Why not?
cool. That would
Why
be
not?
amazing.
That'd be so cool.
That would be
That'd so
amazing.
swag.
I'm so sorry, Devin. I haven't been checking the
okay.
chat because I have my phone set up as my
okay.
webcam and I'm not leaving my PC for the recording.
I dropped my pillow
Oh, yeah.
somewhere. Where'd it go?
How do we feel about
What's
Lost,
Sarah's
guys?
excuse?
I hate it.
Guys, I'm so optimistic
Powders.
about Lost. I've been telling like my family. So we just moved the date of the potential release. So I'm like,
Oh,
hey,
hey, that brings up a good topic. How did you all
Wait,
feel
what?
when you got casted? Like, what was your reaction when you got the message that saying what you were casted as?
Oma, Appa, I got
Can I
playing
skip
Fortnite
mine?
with
I already
Fury.
revealed
I didn't
the fact
really
that I
give a-
ran to my mom, that I told her there was callbacks, and then she ignored me because she didn't understand for crap.
Dude.
She legit, she couldn't even have a conversation with me. She was in bed, halfway asleep, could not comprehend what I was telling her, so she just didn't care.
My mom and dad were both extremely excited when I told them at around the same time. Like, my mom was like, yay, an Asian playing an Asian. And then. Okay, no, that's a valid thing, though.
Yeah, no,
'cause
that's
in
valid.
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 Yeah.
That's valid.
In movies, they, like, cast white people as Asians, and I'm like, huh?
Okay, so you know what? Just because of that, I'm gonna end the
Wow,
podcast
that's
right here, right now, because we're almost at like an hour and a half. So, that's the end of the podcast. Adios.
Bye.
It was poggers.